everyone. I want to just start by asking you all to reflect on how fortunate we are to have a teacher like Megan in our community who wins Teacher of the Year teaching here in Tampa Bay. And I just want to say thank you to Megan. Here you are. We're lucky to have you, Megan, and we know that Megan represents thousands of teachers in this community who do what she does every day, work hard every day to make sure that every child in this community has what they need to succeed regardless of where they come from. Thank you, Megan. I want to ask you all to just take I hope that you're having a good time tonight. Are you having a good time tonight? This is our biggest crowd ever. I can see all the way to the back of the room and it's full, and I love that, and I thank you so much for being here. Last year, there are over 90,000 children in this community that benefited from their relationship with United Way. You helped make that possible, and you being here tonight will make that possible again this coming year. But I want to ask you all to indulge me, if you would, in just a quick stroll down your own personal memory lane. Let me just ask you, can you all try to think about the year you were 8 years old and think back to what you, at that point in your life, dreamed of being when you grew up? Can you do that? Do you remember what it was? Yeah? Did you do it? Are some of you still growing up? Not quite there yet? Oh, me too, actually. I got lucky and found this and love it. So, did some of you dream of being astronauts or ballerinas or lawyers? Or some of you probably succeeded in that dream. Some of you may not have necessarily found yourself on the moon, but you found yourself doing something worthy and something important, something valuable. The point is not necessarily that you achieved the dream you had when you were 8. The point really is that you believed yourself capable of establishing and achieving any dream at all. And that's important because guess what the experts say? The experts say that by the time we're all 8 years old, we're all pretty much who we're going to be. And they're not talking about career path. I mean, who knows what they're really going to be when they're 8, right? And they're not talking about things like, you know, the haircut that best suits us. Lord knows that takes years of trial and error that are painful before we get that one right, usually. But that's not what they're talking. They're talking about the belief that we have in ourselves. They're talking about the understanding that we all have of what we're capable of. They're talking about what we like and dislike about ourselves. And really what they're talking about is what we believe to be our future, what we believe to be what we deserve. By the time we're 8 years old, we've decided what this world has in store for us. The problem is, sometimes kids get it wrong, don't they? Sometimes they get it wrong. So let me ask you to think about this for a second. What if you're the child that goes to school every day and doesn't want to be there because you know that when you get to class, you're going to be the one struggling with what everybody else seems to have no problem with? What kinds of conclusions are you coming to about yourself? What happens when you go home every day to a loving mom, loving dad, loving environment, but maybe to a home that doesn't have the resources, tools necessary to support you, to help you catch up? What kinds of conclusions are you coming to about what you deserve in life? What kinds of decisions are you making about what's in store for you? See, these are the questions that drive United Way and drive our work in education. They're the questions that motivate us to support every one of the children in this community who find themselves saying to themselves, maybe I'm not worthy. Maybe I can't. It's our job to catch them before they come to the wrong conclusions. Do you agree? Yeah. Because here's what we know for sure. What we know for sure, what all of you know alongside United Way is this. It's not done when our child is taken care of, right? We're not done when we know that what is ours is secure. We're done when we've elevated the level of expectation for this community that says to everyone and all, We're not ready to claim success until every child has what they need to succeed. And that's the stake in the ground that we've planted in this community. There are 140,000 school-age children between the ages of 5 and 8 in Tampa Bay. And guess what? 30% of them are not succeeding academically. We have to ask ourselves, is that okay? It's not. But here tonight, you have an opportunity to do something about it. With our summer care programs that Megan talked so eloquently about, we are going to step in, step up, and do something for these children so that they look at themselves and understand that their potential exceeds the borders of the circumstances that they're in. That's what we do with summer care. We will help you catch up, we will nurture you, and we will tell you until you believe it that you are capable of more. Isn't that something you want to be a part of? Because here is the chance for you to do that. There is nothing but potential, and there is nothing but opportunity, and all you have to do is believe it. And that's true for you here tonight. This is your opportunity. With a gift of $100 tonight, you're going to send a child to summer care for a week this summer. With a gift of $1,000, you take care of a child for an entire summer. Who's willing and ready to make that commitment tonight? Because that's what we're asking you for now. In front of you, you have a pledge form, and in the middle of your table, you have an opportunity to put that pledge form there so that we can take it back to the office and immediately turn that gift into a child's summer. Take that pledge form, take this opportunity, and join us. Because we are not and cannot be successful without you. And United Way's work in education does not happen without you. Join us tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for representing this work. And thank you for living united. Because when we say that, it means giving, advocating, and volunteering. You've already made it halfway. Finish the loop. Give tonight. I thank you on behalf of the 50,000 kids that